Hello. Today we're going to discuss a strategic approach to branding Magento templates. If you think about it, the word template still has a negative connotation, especially when branding and design is discussed. No client I know wants a templated look. Templates conjure images of generic banners and page layouts that lack the brand personality and energy of the client's business. But the reality of the web world is that almost everything is initially based on a template. After all, there are only so many ways that a page can be laid out. Couple that with years of user data on e-commerce best practices, and it makes perfect sense to identify a template to serve as the base of your online shop. I'm going to take you through a strategy for effectively branding Magento templates. The template provider for our example is an established Magento partner, Welt Pixel, that offers a variety of e-commerce themes, but in reality, this approach will work for any Magento template. The rebranding process is divided into 4 main phases: discovery, user experience, user interface, and handoff to development. Phase 1, discovery. During discovery, there are efforts to document the project scope by both the technical and interface design teams. Although the majority of the focus is on the technical requirements, the interface design team has some critical questions that need to be answered, such as, is there a brand or style guide? And if there is one, is it up to date and does it include web styles? Are there any unique aspects to the client's products that need to be incorporated in the customer journey? For example, is there an interactive product recommendation tool or an application that customizes the customer's product? The answers to these questions will enable the design team to research and understand the branding requirements and identify pages and sections of the website that need custom treatments. Phase 2, user experience. User experience involves understanding the customer personas and their purchase paths through the website. The result of this effort is a website structure and navigational taxonomy. And not every page needs to be represented, but the key templates should be identified in a spreadsheet. Here is an example of a simplified e-commerce spreadsheet listing the required templated pages or sections in the first column. In the second column are recommended template links to use as a foundation for the page based on the previous discovery phase. And the third column is for all other notes. Having this information will jumpstart the wireframing process because you can use the templates you've identified as the basis for the wireframes. In fact, in many cases, you can save time and effort by foregoing the wireframes for the more straightforward sections such as checkout, customer dashboard, or blog, if everyone agrees that they can adhere to the default out-of-the-box template layout. Phase 3, user interface. The user interface is where the visual aspects of branding really start to be applied. The brand style guide is a critical component of this phase. If the client doesn't have an updated web style guide, this is a good opportunity to develop one. A web style guide should outline the following brand elements: logo, brand colors and usage, font styles and usage, photography styles, icon styles, button styles, and other graphic elements. Armed with this and the information from the discovery and user experience phases, the design team has all the elements they need to produce an on-brand design solution. Now, let's look at one page and discuss the key areas that branding can be applied. Branding areas on the home page. In this example, we are using a desktop version, but most of the comments also apply to mobile. Header. The header contains the logo and top navigation. Make sure the logo is saved as a SVG and that it is balanced within the space. Otherwise, it will look like it's just been slapped on. Navigation menus provide real estate to present your product categories and even promote them with small branded banners. Main banner. Establish the brand and brand message in this key area through a brand-appropriate, compelling image, or even video if it's properly designed. Promotional banners. Another area to reinforce the brand. Whether you use a solid color, a graphic, a photo, text, or a hybrid approach. Product images. Product photography is a key factor in a purchase decision. Businesses can infuse branding into product shots through the use of background colors, iconography, the use of models, angles, and lighting styles. User-generated content, or UGC. Incorporating your Instagram feed into your website can create a strong brand statement, especially if it's well curated. As with a homepage, the rest of the website pages can be branded in a similar way. Some pages are easier to brand than others. For example, the company About Us page is all about branding, while the checkout process has less opportunity for branding. Handoff to development. The communication between the UI and the front-end developer teams is the next key to a successful outcome. Ideally, the UI design files have been prepared in Photoshop, Sketch, Craft, or a similar graphics application. These applications allow the front-end developer team to inspect the CSS styles, measurements, colors, download optimized assets, and more. This process increases efficiency and minimizes integration errors. Where this approach fails is in cases that a developer team applies the branding to the templates without aesthetic direction. For example, a person can have all the ingredients to a recipe, but if they don't know what order to add the ingredients or how to properly mix them, the result is inedible. This is why an experienced UI designer should be available to review the output of the development team. In conclusion, the template branding effort can result in a custom-looking e-commerce experience if care is taken to identify opportunities for brand infusion. An experienced art director can make the difference between a website that looks slapped together versus a compelling branded experience. If you need assistance with your website branding and design, contact our creative team at Kensium.